Hello, hi, welcome back to the channel. Vruushali with you. Namaste. I am your psychic medium and a spiritual healer. So let's talk about Combust Mercury with Mercury Retrograde effect. I've already spoken about Mercury Retrograde. Please go watch the video which is recently uploaded, and you will get to know, once you watch this video, you will get to know about the Mercury retrograde effect if that is present at the time of your birth chart. So let's do a quick recap. Mercury retrograde will bringing the energy of confused thinking, uh, mental ability will be lower intelligence issues, and it will also give you speech difficulties, you know, language learning difficulties or expression, emotional expression, verbal communication, written communication issues. If issues with the devices like laptops, mobile, they might crash up, your data can get lost, and you might have problems in decision making, and of course you're not able to speak up that well because of the Mercury retrograde effect. And this is where people steal your good work, they claim your good work, and you lose the credit to others. Okay, now what happens, okay, this I have explained in a nutshell, but now what happens when Mercury retrograde is already existing and you already have a combust Mercury? Now combust Mercury is when Mercury's location or its proximity is very close to the sun. So any planet when it's close to the sun, we call it as its combust position. Okay, we're talking everything as in regards to Vedic astrology. So in combustion effect, doesn't matter which house, okay, which constellation, we are talking about the energy, general energy effects. Okay, so this is already existing, that you have a Mercury retrograde and now it is combust with sun. So what happens is it's a little double stressful effect. Okay, again, it's manageable. It's not that it's like something that you cannot deal with. Of course you can deal with it, right? I've already shared some remedies in my previous video. Please do go and watch it. Okay, and I'll also give you an example that how I have dealt with this energy in my own personal life. Okay, so when this Mercury is very close to sun, so there is a problem in terms of expressing yourself to your seniors, to your senior colleagues, your bosses, or your mentors, or your father. Okay, because sun represents father. And you'll see that if this combination is there in your chart, so your child will not speak up to you or to you, the father. Now the child can have either of the parents as a role model. Whoever is strict, they will look at them from the angle of as a guardian, as a father figure, like whom they are responsible to. So it doesn't mean that if the father is soft and the mother is strict, so the child will be having this issue with the father. So it's an energy, so it's not necessarily the female body, feminine body, or masculine or male body. Yeah, so you have to see that whoever is much stronger or hard to approach in the family, they'll have this issue of expression because of fear, because of inner fear, because of being judged, and they judge themselves even before, and they are overthinking. They are repeating the speech in their mind, and they have too many thoughts, and it goes like round and round and round and round in their mind before they are even trying to say something. It's like a delayed speech, that the speech delivery is late, or they might not respond the way anybody would expect, or in a general sense. Yeah, like if you're asking them even in your daily lives, if you ask them simple basic questions, they will not give you the proper answer, or the answers are mixed up. The For example, if you ask this particular person like how was their day, so generally how we expect, like someone says that okay, what happened right throughout the day, in the morning, afternoon, evening, but they're going to mix up and jumble up things, like they might just suddenly tell you something about the night, then the evening, then suddenly about the morning and the afternoon. So then you're not able to process that information, because this is how they process the information, and that is the reason there is a issue when they are expressing themselves. So here, first and foremost thing, why all this is happening, because of all the Mercury is not being able to emit its energy in a correct way. Now I'm saying this very confidently because this is something which I have experienced in my personal life, while bringing my own son. Yeah, so I'm sharing this information out of personal experience. Like, this is what my son was going through, and over the years, like, I've done a lot of hard work so that he can speak up for himself and he can be fit into this world. Because if you do not speak up, understand one thing, people are not going to make an effort to understand you. You have to make an effort to make them understand you, what you're trying to say, what you're trying to communicate, what you are trying to speak about, the things that you got in your mind. Because if you don't speak up, then they'll think that you have no opinion or you have nothing to say. So people are just going to grab all the good work that you have done and they label it up as their work, so the credit will go, right? So this is a very big challenging issue if you are wanting to achieve your career goals, studies, maybe higher studies, or you want to, if you are a consultant or you are into communication, speaking, or your language export, you may be a speaker. So this needs to be taken care. So the ways you can handle is, first is, please remove the fear from your own heart, from your own mind, that what will others think. Okay, that's not your job. You just speak what is there in your mind, what's there in your heart. And of course it has to be true, it doesn't have to be hurtful for anybody. And then you need to also take it a bit easy. Okay, I see this energy a lot into introverts. My son is an introvert, so I see that these people have difficulty. So you can do chanting of mantras, you can use a lot of color green, and this helps. Okay, and I've already mentioned feed the birds. Okay, and specifically you can use emerald, but need to check with the learned astrologer or a spiritual person whether you can use, because sometimes certain gemstones can be damaging if you have like weaker planets, and especially sitting in the 6th, 8th, 12th house. I highly recommend not to use gemstones. But unfortunately there are many experts, astrologers, who say that use it. But in my personal experience, in my personal opinion, it doesn't work, because these houses already bring weakness to your life. And when we add the energy of that particular planet visiting in the weak position, we are adding more misery. And this has been an experience through learning several charts and consulting so many of my clients. Okay, so instead of that, you can use some alternatives, like jade is nice. Okay, or you can use the emerald crystal form, not exactly the gemstone, which looks like this. Okay, can you see this? Yeah, so not necessarily the emerald gemstone will suit somebody, because it's more powerful, it's more concentrated energy. Yeah, so this is what I wanted to share. I hope this has helped somebody somewhere. If you're liking the content, please do hit like, subscribe this channel. And the most important thing is, I request, please share it with your friends and family. Somebody somewhere will get the help. And if you're interested in a reading, if you're interested in a consultation, we have daily consultation happening from Monday to Saturday evening, 4 o'clock Indian Standard Time, from 4 till 7. You can book your slot. The description is there already about the links to our website and our contact numbers and our emails. So wherever you are in the world, you can book a consultation and you can solve your issues. We guide on several, based on several modalities: astrology, numerology, tarot, vastu, chakras, emotional healing, law of attraction, quantum healing. So I'm sure it will benefit you and it will benefit others around you. And if you have a child with similar combination, please be extremely patient. You really need to be very patient while dealing with this kind of child, because it's not like a miracle that it'll happen, all things will get okay in a 1 day or 2 day. Because in my case, my son has taken about 12 to 13 years to completely express himself, and today he's a very different person, and he speaks and he communicates and he likes to share so many things. And earlier I had to sit hours and hours in front of him just to ask him basic things, if he wants to eat, or how is he feeling, what he wants to do, because he was really non-expressive. Okay, he just didn't like to express. And especially when he was in trouble, he would never tell anybody about it. Like, for example, he had fever, he's at school, he will never ever tell anybody. Okay, so And by grace of God, I am a psychic, I'm intuitive, so I could really understand what's happening with him, and every time I ran up to him and there was something wrong with him, and I could help him. But everybody does not have this kind of gift. So I thought of sharing this information with you guys, so that you can be mindful about how you treat your child and how they treat you back, because this is very important in the mother child, the father child relationship, and your own, if this is happening for you, your own relationship with the world, with the community, with the society. So don't shy away, you have the right to express. And just because you can't speak up now because of this issue, I'm sure by listening to this video you will speak up. And if you are someone who has heard it and understood what I'm saying, and you feel that there is somebody around you, who may not know English, and they have this kind of energy, and they are probably not an English speaker, or they don't understand English, so please communicate this to them in your language. My mission is to heal and to make this world a better place to live in. So if you help me to achieve this, I'll be really thankful. Namaste, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.